Badger season starts in just 3 weeks under the new direction of head coach Gary Anderson.
Yeah, he stepped into a delicate situation after Brett Bielema left. Now Anderson is trying to put his own stamp on this program. Jessie Garcia traveled to Madison to meet the new coach.
Sojourn, how much did you weigh? Don't even try it. How much?
168, coach.
Did you?
Today.
You promise?
I promise.
Well, that's not bad for being sick.
Gary Anderson is running practice his way.
Smooth operator. Take a little heat off of that one, babe. Nice job, James. Atta babe. Atta babe. Come on, Abby. Don't act old. Let's go! It looks better with the black shorts, but I just don't know about the triple extra large white t-shirt. Be great out here. Don't click your heels.
Anderson's practices are shorter than Brett Bielema's and start and end on time. He also has music playing, something that Bielema never did. In the hallway near his office, Anderson shows us 2 more ideas he brought from Utah State. One, a senior picture wall.
These young men are the core of what we're playing for, in my opinion.
Secondly, action shots near each position coach's office. Inside his personal space, Anderson takes us around.
The biggest thing in my office is this, is my dad's, this is his flag from his, obviously from his funeral. So, and it's his dog tags.
His father was in World War II and later spent his career working at a Utah telephone company. Gary's mother was an educator. They had 4 children, but there was a big gap before Gary came along.
I was the youngest by 12 years, so, not a mistake. At least that's what Mom and Dad say 12 years later, so we'll see. They promised me it was planned.
Speaking at his dad's funeral was the hardest thing Anderson has had to do in his life. He still consults with his father.
At least every other day. Yep, at least every other day. So that's just casual, usually when I'm driving into work, It's been a big part of it for me. I always had such a great relationship with my dad. I felt like when he was alive, but you go through that when you're a teenager and you kind of think you know everything. And my dad died really early. He had died of a sudden heart attack, and it just happened like that. And I always felt like there was something. When it goes like that, I think you always spend time thinking you wish you would have.
Gary is a father too.
Boys is important. This is my boys when they won the state championship. So doing their little jump up, that's the twins.
He and wife Stacy were 16 when they laid eyes on each other at a Salt Lake City restaurant.
I was cooking this way and she was frying fries that way, and met right there, and ever since we've been together.
They had 3 sons, but it didn't come easily.
It was awesome for us because Stacy had some real struggles with miscarriages, and so for us to be able to finally, have a baby was great.
Their oldest, Keegan, is still at Utah State, but might come to Madison for grad school. Hagan is doing some high school coaching, and Chasen followed his dad and plans to play for the Badgers after a gray shirt year, meaning he will join the team in January. Right now, the Andersons are empty nesters.
We got the Great Danes with us, Aggie and Big Blue. It's a different stage, to wake up and all of a sudden, it's a cup of coffee and me and Stacy.
It will be him and 80,000 screaming fans at the home opener August 31st. Anderson's 87-year-old mother will be in the stands too, and he admits there'll be a lump in his throat.
Yeah, I think absolutely it will be. It'll be that would be a special moment. And every game, I kind of get a little. I'm an emotional guy now. I mean, I'm not too cool to cry every once in a while.
He had no intention of leaving his job until Barry Alvarez called.
There's no other way for me to say it than this is just, I know this is where I was supposed to go, and I knew this is where I was supposed to go, and I know today this is where I'm supposed to be.
A man who spent almost his entire life in Utah is acclimating just fine to Madison and Wisconsin.
We've been to the Dells, a lot of fish fries. Went to a practice in Green Bay. That was awesome. Been to Milwaukee a few times. Brewers game, done that. Simple living is good living, right? I'm not high maintenance. I like to go to Costco and I like to go to Sam's Club. That's just, I don't know, I like that stuff, so it's weird. Love barbecues.
Time will tell if Anderson has success on the field. But as he speaks with a child from the Make-A-Wish Foundation, it's clear he's off to a good start with his own players.
It feels more fun, It feels like we're playing football again. It's not just a job anymore.
He's super approachable. I think that's a great virtue for a head coach. Like, I don't think anybody on the team would be uncomfortable, just going up to him and talking to him or giving him a call or text.
One reason that Bielema left Wisconsin is he said he had a better chance of winning a national championship at Arkansas. But Anderson feels that can happen right here with no problem.
Absolutely, yeah, I do. The Big Ten is watch it year in and year out, week in and week out. Look at the facilities, look at the care factor within the fans throughout the league. There's no question in my mind. The Big Ten is the highest level, and the University of Wisconsin is also.
Back in his office, one more special memento.
There's 7 kids right now that are on the Dolphins that I actually coached.
It's almost a miracle Anderson became a coach at all, and it goes back to his father again.
I was a walk-on. He supported me. You know, when it didn't quite work out at the beginning, the first couple rounds in coaching sometimes don't go so well, and it was the same for myself. And he looked at me and said, "I have no idea why you're doing this. I don't get it, but I'm still going to support you."
Do it again! Let's go!
Phil Anderson may not have lived to see his son coach at Wisconsin in person, but Gary believes his dad is wearing a Badger sweatshirt somewhere in heaven.
You know he's got to be so proud of you, right?
Oh yeah, I know he is. Yeah, and I know he is, and I know he'll be here on the first game.
Jessie Garcia, today's TMJ4.